started talking about this place for a long time ago. And so what I wanted to call it originally, or what I always thought, was that what I'm trying to do is create dialogue. So it was natural that then when I said I didn't want to be in a competition between money and ministry, it made sense then I would create a nonprofit called Dialogue Ministries. What's its intent? To create dialogue. Create dialogue with people who disagree with me, with people who agree with me. Not to figure out, get them all in one place, all the people that agree with me, but actually create a place that people don't mind coming in and visit with me and with others and ask questions and grow because of it, because we want to grow. How can we get them to discuss stuff that may make them uncomfortable? And that's not to say right out of the gate that we're going to be hitting the heaviest political issues from day one, but maybe we will. But the point is, as long as you're willing to come back tomorrow and have another cup of coffee, I believe our relationship and our dialogue will develop. So we would potentially bring in, in a generic sense, debaters, or we bring in people that may be on opposite sides, but give them an equal weight at a table. But include with those people other just concerned folks that are willing to be a part of improving communication, which that's their goal, that I would be there. And my goal isn't necessarily to pick sides, but rather how do we generate a positive conversation. And if I get those people all in at the same time, they would we would eventually model it. It may not mean the first time we have that conversation that it looks the way we hope it would. But if we come back again next week, maybe it would a little bit better then. But you'd want people that are committed to that, to wanting to get there.
I've changed my opinion on waking up early. I used to think like 9 o'clock was really early, and I would have never thought to just do that. But nowadays, I'm waking up at 5 for my job every day, and it may suck in the mornings, but by the middle of the day, it's just like a normal day. So I've really grown to just accept it and kind of adjust around it, and it's easy for me now. So that's a really big change.
So my subject that I think that I really changed on is the topic of depression. I went through depression for 2 years, and I believe that the two leading causes of depression that I really began to investigate in is two things that I gathered from the Bible. One is retirement. I know that seems really anti-American culture, but God created us to work. Even in perfection, God created us to work, and so I think that's one impact of it. The second one is a lack of being in community, not just surrounded by community, but being in community. And I think that's what Breathe promotes, is finding people who you can connect with and being involved with in community, getting to know people who are like-minded like you, want to enjoy some coffee, want to just sit down and chat with you. And I think that those two things are huge in order to grow spiritually, physically, emotionally, everything core to who you are. I think those two things will help you find what your happiness is and what your joy is. Avoiding retirement and finding true community.
I have changed my opinion about salad. I used to think it was disgusting. You're eating leaves. They could be from bushes or trees or the ground. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I tried some from Martinelli's in Salina and just lost it. So now I've been eating salad a little bit more, and it feels good.
So something I've changed my opinion on in the last year is the importance of minorities and or just underrepresented people in the workforce, be it like women in higher positions, minority in higher positions, or just people in the workforce in general. I always thought it was just a good thing because it seemed like a good thing, and then I started reading and actually listening to people about it, and I've learned that not only will these people bring different ideas and perspectives with different backgrounds and what they're bringing to the projects or just anything in general for the job, which is good, but then people of whatever gender, race that is, they can see someone that's in that position and aspire to something else, which is something I've completely changed my opinion on as well.